Okay, testing. Alright, so thank you so much for clicking today's video. Alright, so today we're gonna talk something. Alright, because I know that you look at your life and always thought to yourself that, oh, I don't know how much longer I can do this, Like sometimes maybe you feel tired of living, You're tired of living in this repetitive routine in your life, tired of starting over, tired of waiting for things to finally, get better, Like you keep telling to yourself that maybe next month will be different, Like maybe I will finally become the person that I want to be, right? But then another month passes you by, and you still feel stuck, right? If you're listening to this right now, I want you to know something, because the next 3 months you can actually change your life. Yeah, because not because everything will magically become perfect, right? Because not because all your problems will disappear like a magic overnight, Okay, so it's not like that, right? But because 3 months, 3 months that is actually enough time to basically rebuild yourself. Okay, enough time basically to create a new habits for yourself, enough time to heal parts of yourself that you thought were impossible to heal. So you have enough time to look back and reflect and say to yourself, wow, I basically actually survived that season. You are stronger than you think. Okay, maybe you see you are closer than you think. Maybe the version of yourself that you have been waiting for is only 3 months away from you. By the way, my name is Aries, and thank you so much for clicking today's video. Alright, that's your day, girls, boys. Yeah, yes. Okay, so I know that I'm kind of whispering today because I try not to be loud, so that's why I'm whispering. And yeah, thank you for clicking today's video, really appreciate it. Okay, so back to the topic. Okay, first is you need to stop underestimate what can happen in 90 days, just for real. We often underestimate time sometimes. We think that, oh, 3 months is not enough for me. Nothing can change within these 3 months. But 1 year feels so long, so you know what, I give up. So you stay stuck. No, you don't have to do that. You think about this. Think about this. In 90 days, literally 90 days, someone basically can lose habits. They can lose old habits, build a healthier body, learn a new skills, save money, start a business, heal from a breakup, change their mindset, become more confident. A lot can happen in 90 days. But the problem is most people spend those 90 days worrying about the future instead of building it, because they spend their time thinking to themselves what if I fail, what if it doesn't work out, what if nothing change, but the what if thing, you spend the next 3 months believing in yourself that you're actually making the right choice. Trust the process. What if you stop waiting for motivations? What if you just you show up even on the days that you didn't feel ready? Because your future is not created by one big decision. It is actually created by small decisions, that you made every single day. Yes, you heard it right, okay? So remember, the very next 3 months are about becoming. You're becoming someone, okay? Not proving to someone else. You are actually becoming someone just to prove to yourself. So I know sometimes that you feel like you need to prove yourself like to your family, to your colleagues, to your friends, to your bosses, to people who doubted you, you want to show that to them, like, you know what, I made it. I made it. I become successful. You were actually wrong about me. But you see, listen, your growth does not need an audience, right? You do not need to announce every step that you take. You do not need everyone to understand your journey, right? Some of the greatest transformations actually happen quietly. The person who wakes up early, the person who chooses discipline over comfort, the person who stops chasing validations, the person who starts respecting themselves, because nobody sees those moments, right? But those moments actually create your future. The next 3 months are not about becoming someone else. No. Right? They are about becoming the person that you were always capable of being that person. Okay, so month 1, you're gonna reset yourself. The first month is about resetting. All right, not rushing, not trying to fix your entire life in a week, right? Just resetting, ask yourself what is actually draining me, what habits are keeping me stuck, what things do I need to let go of. Maybe it's a toxic relationship, maybe it is a constantly comparing yourself, maybe it is spending hours of doom scrolling and watching other people live, yeah, maybe it is a negative voice inside your head telling you you're actually not good enough, those voices that you keep hear. So this month is about creating space. Okay, because sometimes you cannot receive something new, right? Because your hands are still holding onto something old right now. Clean your environment, organize your thoughts, take care of your body, sleep better, sleep early, eat better food, spend time with yourself. The goal is not actually being perfect person. The goal is to reconnect with yourself. Okay, so remember, okay, wait, let me just pause. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so month 2, second month, you're gonna basically build yourself. The second month is where you basically start building it, basically this is where consistency becomes your superpower, because you start keeping promises to yourself. Okay, you say that, oh, you will exercise, you show up. You say that you learn something, you practice it. You say that you will you will focus on your dreams. So you stop making excuses, because confidence is not something that you magically find it. Confidence is something that you build every time that you keep a promise to yourself. You prove that, what, I can trust myself, and that changes everything. You stop depending on motivation alone, because you start depending on discipline. Okay, get it? All right, because motivation comes and goes. All right, you get it, right? Okay, so yes, so discipline stays, because the person that you want to become is actually built through ordinary days, not the perfect days, ordinary days where you choose yourself again and again and again and again and again, even though there's up and down every single day. It's not perfect, but you still choose yourself. Okay, month 3, you're gonna become the person that you pray for. You're gonna become, okay? So the third month is where you look back and you realize that, oh, you know what, I'm different. Like maybe your life is not like completely changed yet. Maybe you still have challenges. Maybe you still have things that you are waiting for, but you notice something. You're stronger, you are calmer, you believe in yourself more, you don't react the same way anymore. You don't chase the same things anymore. You don't beg for things that are not meant for you anymore, because growth changes your standards. The old you will have like accepted anything, right? The new you understands your worth. And sometimes the biggest miracle is like not what happens around you. It is what happens inside you, you know, like inside you. Okay, so alright, so if like nobody believes in you, believe in yourself, you know, like because maybe nobody around you understand your dream. Maybe people around you like think that you are unrealistic, you know. Like many people only remember your failures. But remember, people only see your current chapter, you know. They don't see your late nights, they don't see your struggles, they don't see the battles that you fought silently, you know, like because only you know how hard you have worked to get here. So keep going. Even if you're moving slowly, even if nobody celebrates you yet, even if you are building from zero, a small step forward is still a progress. Okay, so here is your reminder, you know, because the next 3 months are not about becoming perfect. They are about becoming better. You know, you do not need to have like everything figured out today. You only need to take the next step. One day, one habit, you know, one choice, one small improvement, you know. That's it. Like 3 months from now on, you can either be the same person wishing things will change, or you can be the person who decided that I am going to change my life. Because nobody can save me, you know. I hope you choose yourself. I hope that you keep going. I hope that you remember that your current situation is not your final destinations. Because the next 3 months, you are going to make it. Not because life will be very easy for you, but because you are becoming stronger. And I believe in you. So you need to believe in yourself more than me, okay? More than other people's perspective. So it is up to you whether you believe in yourself or not, because your future self is actually waiting for you. So please don't give up. Please don't give up on your future. Yeah, that's it for today, and thank you so much for watching and listening until the end. Bye. See you guys in my next video. Bye bye.